Hey friends, welcome to RV Woodworks. Today we're talking about drawer pulls. Now, a lot of people work hard to build their projects, build their drawers, etc. And then at the last minute, putting on a drawer pull crooked can really make or break a project. So today I'm going to show you a couple of different techniques on how to get drawer pulls on, one with and one without a jig. Let's roll that intro and let's get right into it. Alright guys, it's time to install the drawer handles. Now obviously there's many different ways to install the drawer handles, but the ultimate goal here is to get the door handle in the middle. These are the door handles that I've selected, and I want to show you a way to find the center point of your drawers. Now I've just put some tape on these four corners. I just put this here because my tape was smaller and should have been to the edge. Whatever, doesn't matter. And some tape here in the middle where we're going to mark. Now all you need to do, I learned this trick on YouTube. I will leave a description below of the YouTube channel that actually I learned this from. But you take your door handle and you put it up on the edge and you bring it back and you find the end point of that door handle. Basically what that does is it finds a center point on this side. Let's expand that line a little bit. Do the same thing on all four corners. Okay, so now once you have these four marked, take a straight edge, and what we're going to do is we're going to line it up on the edge where the mark was and take it to the end of the drawer in the corner there. Make a straight line. And you take it to the edge of the drawer here, and you take it to the line there. So edge to line is what you're doing here. Edge, top edge of the drawer to the bottom mark. Oops. That's no good. Okay. Now we do the same thing on the other side. Edge of the mark to the edge of the drawer. Edge of the mark to the edge of the drawer. Oh dear. That's one of our spots there. And then to the edge of the drawer to the mark here. And we mark a line there. Now, where those two X's meet is where we're going to drill the hole, and that should give us right at the middle of the drawer. Let's go ahead and make that hole, and let's see if I did it right. Quick pro tip,
You want to use a brad tip drill here because that point will make sure that you are absolutely dead on when you make this hole. We can take off the tape. All right. And now we can finally install all the drawer slides. Handles. There you go. Another way to install drawer slides is to use a jig. And this is a Kreg jig. And what I've done is just install the drawer slides with the screws just to make sure I have the right one. But they're 96 millimeters. So that if you look closely on the jig, on top there's millimeters. On the bottom there's inches. So I just put the pointer pointing at 96 millimeters on both, tested both of them. And the other thing that you do is you measure the center of your face, drawer face. Now this particular drawer face is 21 inches, so half of 21 is 10 and a half, and therefore I have a mark here right at 10 and a half. And that sets up that jig. And then from the top to bottom, this one is 7 and 2/8, 7 1/4. So half of that would be, so 3 1/2 would be half. So it is 3 5/8. Once you have that measurement completed, you place the jig on the door front. You line it up with the 0 down here or the gap in here, and you can use a Kreg clamp to just clamp it down. Just make sure it's still lined up at 0 correctly. Yeah. And then drill a hole. How this jig helps, and the reason for the other way that I did is good as well, but you just have to make sure you drill straight. And the reason for that is if you mistakenly drill crooked, then what happens is your screw's going in at an angle and then your hardware won't fit. Takes care of that. Jig. Okay. There you go. Nice and centered.
All right, guys. Hope that was helpful for you. There is a way to get drawers installed without a jig. Takes a little bit more time, but it's definitely doable, as you saw. But I think investing in a cheap jig like this is definitely helpful. It can be reused multiple times, and I'm sure you can find a reason for it. At any rate, I got a few more drawer pulls to put on my cabinets, but we'll catch you in the next one.